Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. Last season, they split the series with each team able to win on the road. Pass to Schroeder. Now here's James. Defended by Durant. LeBron's shot is good. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Here's James. James Harden picking up that last basket. And stolen by Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Schroeder outside. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Now here's Durant. He has been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Caruso. Lakers working the ball around now. From downtown. Rebound, Brooklyn. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
That one good for 2. Irving's got 5 now.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, Kevin Durant near impossible to guard in the pick and roll. In that instance, the quick cut off the screen, so pretty.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And then Durant with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Brooklyn with the ball. 13-point lead. And stolen by James. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already at double digits. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. A shot by LeBron, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And it's Brown missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Swiped it away. The drive by Green. Got a piece of it.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
And James gets it to go. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Lakers trail by 13. Here's LeBron. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Wow. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Clearly a foul.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Pass to Morris. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Gasol's shot is good.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
He gets it in there. And the Nets lead by 14.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Offline with his three. In the corner. Shamet with it. No good from outside. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. Now, here is Morris. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the balance, the effort? Markieff Morris takes the hit, still able to convert.
Here's Shamet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Nets leading by 12. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
But you can see the athleticism and the vertical. Tyler Johnson, a good job when he gets below the free throw line.
A 3 from Morris. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. Lakers trail by 14. LeBron outside. Schroeder outside. LeBron outside. Here's Gasol. Off target at the rim.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Nets leading by 14. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
Here's James. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Back to Gasol. Here's James. Picked his pocket. 3 on 3. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And the Nets making a change here. Pass to Harrell. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws.
For Brooklyn, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft?